Hello, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to another review of the Otsukawa. The girl can't understand Okinawa. I fell in love with the girl, but I can't understand what she's saying. The Okinawa anime that's kind of been on the talk. Now, we're covering episode 6, and I gotta say, these last episodes, last week I said I was rooting for Kana as we speak, and I really, really do. I really do. I think Kana is the queen of this show. I really do. I think she's the queen because all this rom-com vibe, you know, I'm gonna reverse that from not saying rom-com, I'm gonna say calm rom because the fact that this calm rom thing is literally mostly comedy and less romance into this. Now, I gotta say this, these last few episodes, looking back on it, this the whole Okinawan culture thing, I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of lost interest. I sometimes lost interest in the Okinawan culture that they have because it's funny, but it's this show is so gag like Nakamura is the ultimate gag with this. Now, I do apologize for the glareness that it is because it's snowing outside. That's a Hokkaido snow and not brightness of Okinawa sun. So excuse the brightness that it is. But like I said, Nakamura is the ultimate gag when it comes to this program. This whole Okinawan culture. I'm done. It's like I was taking notes on this episode, and I gotta say, I don't even know where to begin with this. But but I'm rooting for Kana throughout every episode because this episode just defined how gorgeous Kana is better than Nagatoro. You know that show, Don't Toy With Me, Nagatoro? And everybody say, oh, Nagatore's the best dark-skinned girl. No, 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 no. We're not going that route. Kana surpass Nagatoro in the dark skin category. And there are a plethora of other dark skinned girls that I will put her over Nagatoro any day of the week. But that's another topic in another way. Anyway, let's get right to it with episode 6 review of it. Okay, so we're now in the we're now back into the funniest that it is, the how you say it? Okitsura? Yeah, let's go back to that. So Nakamura was invited to Kana's house with some fun, family friend, and get to know the family vibe, those kind of things. And, the moments when he got, he's the gagness that it is the gag, like for real. I feel like Nakamura is so funny. There's no way to hate this guy. I mean, do I hate him that often? I mean, I gotta be honest with you. It's not like Nakamura is like Kazuya from Rent a Girlfriend. Stay with me in this. Every time I see Nakamura doing these kind of gag moments, I'm like, he's living in that Kazuya phase when he's like, that Kazuya phase when I have a love and hate type with this Nakamura. Like, I like him because of the gagness, because of the awareness that he is. And I get it. And I get it. He don't know the Okinawan culture. I get that. I am not taking that away. But this is why I kind of like this. This is why I kind of like sometimes. You are from Tokyo. You moved to Okinawa to fall in love with a girl. And there's writings on the wall that Kana has a crush on you. And you don't know that. Not only that, you have a phone. It's called Google Translate. It's called Google. Use it. For this guy not to study anything about Okinawan culture, he just went there. And I'm like, dude, what was the point? It's like you moving from one state to another and you don't know nothing about the culture they have there. Dude, I respect you. Don't get me wrong, but damn, come on, guys. Come on. You're the ultimate gag. You don't know what the hell's going on with all of the family thing. And again, he got down on his knee posing like he was posing for Kana. I'm like, dude, do you not know what you were doing when you got down on your knees? You're supposed to get down on both your knees and pray, those kind of things. I'm like, they lost it. They freaking lost it. I mean, you were trying to propose to his sisters. Her and her sister. Like, come on, you trying to get a harem already? Okay. Then the other half was just the typhoon. Before I get to the typhoon, the other one was the difference between soba. I didn't know the difference between Okinawan soba and Japanese soba. Like, I had the Japanese soba before, but Okinawan soba, you know what? I may have to try their soba and see how that tastes. Because I like how how the whole soba thing, Okinawan soba, came what it is. Now it makes me want to go to Okinawa and try some just to see the difference, taste the difference. But damn, you gave Nakamura some sauce, and he didn't. And we didn't know that sauce gonna get him drunk. Now I know what sauce not to use. Like not like soy sauce. You could just dip on that. No. We're not doing that. You might just use like a tad bit of that sauce because that's gonna get you drunk, really. Now I do applaud Hina in this moment where she cooling off the sunglasses because it's so freaking hot in Okinawa that the sun is gonna hit your eyes or whatnot. So I do props for that. Also, she was showing off her tan line like everyone else, especially Kana showing off tan lines. You know what is with anime characters and tan lines? I find it very erotic. I mean, think about it. Have you ever like an anime girl with tan lines before showing off their tan skin? That's kind of like they get points for that. They get points. They do get points for that tan line. I'm not gonna argue with that. They do. Now, here's the big talk that I'm gonna get into. Sure, we got Kana's family, but the big part of this episode was the typhoon. A typhoon was coming in Okinawa, and Okinawa is known for their typhoon. Like they dealt with this. They deal with typhoon. They kind of have that experience. Like the typhoon is so big, like everybody is aware. This takes days for this typhoon to end. And I'm like, damn, that's how it is in Okinawa. Okay, now. And I know they have a DVD rental. Like, to be prepared, you got to go to a DVD store, get some DVDs as much as you can because it's going to be hell of a battle. I know they have a DVD rental there. This is Blockbuster. I'm sorry. But they have a DVD rental. Okay, anyway, back to what I'm saying. Now, Nakamura is not prepared for anything. This is one of those moments where you're like, you weren't prepared. You don't have any resources to when there's a typhoon. Like, when there's a typhoon, you gotta be prepared. Get your phone, get a battery charger, hook up, get a charge. You gotta get some tissues, some bucket of water, some cold water and hot water ready because for a typhoon like this, and your resources of food, because the amount of food and everything else, you got to be freaking prepared. And Nakamura wasn't prepared. He just went to sleep, woke up, and then next thing you know, boom, typhoon, power's out, toilet water is gone, water is gone in the sink. He don't have that much food. I mean, the power's out. He is living in that kind of like real life scenario when you don't have any resources. No food, no water. You barely had it. I'm like, this guy is suffering. And all scared, no power. His flashlights went off too. His phone went die. See, he's not prepared. Bring your battery charger with you because shit like that, if that happens in real life, you ain't gonna have no chance out there. Ain't gonna have no chance. Now, what a beautiful way to end this. And this whole thing was Higa, Kana, whatever you call her, Higa or Kana, coming into the prey when he opened that door and there was Kana. And that's how you end this. You know what? People are gonna say that Kana is a good friend. For her to, make sure Nakamura is okay. And that's okay. That's a good friend. But we all know she ain't doing that. We all know that Kana already has a crush on Nakamura since episode 1. So we already know that something is going to happen in Nakamura's apartment. And I am one of those guys who's curious on where this goes. Yeah, I get it. This is episode 6. Yeah, I get it. What if I got this gut feeling that next week is going to be some confession moment that Kana's going to have. Or maybe when it gets done, they're like, they get scared and they hug each other. Or one of those moments where they kiss by accident. It's one of those rom-coms where you think that something is going to happen. And if Kana gotta make a move in this one. The first step that she ever did was went to his apartment. And that's the first sign of stepping up. Yeah, there are moments that she stepped up a lot in this episode. Going on a date with Nakamura by accident. Dancing with Nakamura. Showing off how to do the tongue, how to whistle, getting closer and closer to Nakamura. But for this ending part right here, for her to walk for her to check on Nakamura, go to his apartment, ending like that, damn well something's gonna happen. And I hope something's gonna happen. I really do. So thank you for watching my review of this show. Unfortunately, I won't talk about the 100 girlfriends yet. I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning before I hit to work. But I want to get this episode out the way because I gotta go to work today. Plus, it's the Super Bowl, so yeah, we already know what's gonna happen. So I'm not even really caring. I really don't care about the Super Bowl at this moment. I really don't give a crap. But it is what it is. Anyway, also next week is this is Sunday. So this week is gonna be Valentine's Day weekend. So I won't be doing reviews this Valentine's weekend. I'll be out on Valentine's weekend. So all the reviews that I'm gonna cover most likely will be next Sunday or Monday, depending how I feel. So again, thank you for watching my review of this show, and I'll see you soon.